Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Miss English Channel, the place where English feels alive and fun. I'm Emily, your English friend on the go.
And I'm Paul. Buckle up, everyone, because today's topic is full of movement, noise, and a little bit of chaos. Transportation.
That's right. We all move around every day. Buses, trains, cars, bikes, and sometimes we even run to catch them.
Yes, and we all have those funny travel moments. You know, like running after the bus while the driver just looks at you and drives away.
Oh, that hurts. I think every city person knows that feeling. Today, we'll learn how to talk about all those little travel stories in simple English.
So grab your coffee or maybe your bus card and let's start this journey together.
Before we start, if you're enjoying this show, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps us keep the English adventure going.
And leave a comment. Maybe tell us, how do you usually go to work or school?
Okay, let's start with mornings. Every day, we have the same mission, getting from home to work or school. How do you go, Paul?
Well, I usually take the bus, but in the morning, it's always crowded. People half asleep, holding coffee, checking phones, everyone fighting for one empty seat.
That's so true. Morning traffic is like a daily battle. Some people drive, some take the train, some walk fast like they're in a movie chase.
I sometimes walk when the weather is nice. I like the sound of birds and the smell of fresh air. But when it's raining, no way. I hide inside the bus like everyone else.
That's so true. So when it rains, Paul takes the bus. That's a good sentence for practice, friends. You can repeat, when it rains, I take the bus.
Nice one! Okay, Emily, what about you? How do you go to work?
I usually ride my motorbike. It's fast, but traffic lights feel endless sometimes. And don't even talk about morning traffic jams.
Oh, yes. When everyone's honking and you can't move 1 meter. I always think, next time I'll wake up earlier. But then I never do.
You're not alone. Most people say the same thing.
When I wait for the bus, I sometimes make small talk with strangers. Just a simple, nice weather today, or this bus is always late.
That's a great tip for learners. You can use short phrases like, is this the bus to the city? Or, how long have you been waiting? Simple, friendly, and useful.
Yes, talking about transportation is one of the easiest ways to start a real English conversation.
Now let's talk about choosing transportation. Every day we make decisions. Car, bus, taxi, or just walk.
Right. I choose based on 3 things: money, time, and comfort. If I'm in a hurry, I take a motorbike taxi. Fast, but scary.
That's true. If you're late, it feels like flying through traffic. But sometimes I choose the bus because it's cheap and I can relax.
Do you use ride-hailing apps like Grab, Uber, or Bolt?
Yes, they're so helpful. You just tap and a driver magically appears. But when it rains, everyone wants a ride and prices go up.
Exactly. Or the driver can't find your house, and then you're standing there waving your phone like a light signal.
I know that feeling too well. By the way, if you're learning English, you can say things like, can I get a ride to the station? Or, how much is the fare?
Nice! And fare means the price you pay for the ride. Let's say it together. Fare.
Fare.
Good job! See?
You're learning English and traveling at the same time.
Let's talk about weather, because weather changes everything.
Oh, yes. On a rainy day, even short trips feel long. Umbrellas everywhere, puddles on the road, buses full of wet people.
And if it's hot, walking 5 minutes feels like climbing a mountain.
Exactly. That's when I love my motorbike. Wind on my face, music in my ears. But when it rains, that wind becomes cold and painful.
So the weather really decides how we travel. You can say, it's too hot to walk, or I'll take the train because it's raining.
Perfect examples. And one more. I forgot my umbrella.
That's a classic rainy day line.
Always. And somehow, umbrellas always disappear when you need them most.
Now, here's something fun. Conversations on the way. Do you talk to people when you travel, Paul?
Sometimes. I once met a man on the bus who told me the funniest story about missing his stop because he fell asleep.
Oh no, I've done that before too. I missed my station once while reading a book. The driver said, "End of the line," and I said, "Oh no, again."
See? Transportation always gives us stories.
Exactly. When you travel, look around. People talking, kids laughing, a musician playing guitar on the train. There's life everywhere.
That's true. Sometimes I like to just watch out the window. Buildings, trees, lights passing by. It feels like a little movie of the city.
Beautifully said. Friends, if you travel today, try to notice one interesting thing and say it in English. For example, the sky looks bright today, or that child's smile made me happy.
That's a nice exercise. English learning can happen anywhere, even on a bus.
Let's wrap this part up with a few travel phrases.
Okay, repeat after us. I missed the bus.
I missed the bus.
I'm waiting for the train.
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 My bus is late again.
That one's real.
Yes, and you can use it every week.
Friends, remember, small daily sentences like this make your English natural. You don't need big grammar to sound real.
Exactly. Just notice your day. Notice how you move. English is hiding in your daily journey.
That's beautiful, Paul.
Thank you. Maybe I'll write a book called Bus Stop English.
I'd buy it. All right, everyone, take a deep breath. The first part of our journey is done.
But there's more to explore. Funny mistakes, travel stories, asking for directions, and planning a trip.
Stay with us. The road continues. And remember, if you're learning English, every bus stop, every train ride can be your classroom. All right, friends, we've talked about daily travel and morning chaos. Now, let's move to something we all experience, mistakes during travel.
Oh no, my favorite part, because mistakes make the best stories.
True. I once took the wrong bus and ended up in a quiet village outside the city. No Wi-Fi, no people, just one old man and a cow.
That sounds peaceful, though. Maybe the cow said, "Welcome to my hometown."
Yes, but I had no idea how to get back. I said, "Excuse me, which way to the city?" The man pointed at the road and said one word, "Walk."
Oh no, you walked back?
Not really. A kind taxi driver passed by and helped me. That's when I learned the phrase, "Could you take me to the city center, please?"
That's a great sentence. Let's repeat it together, everyone. Could you take me to the city center, please?
Perfect. Polite and clear.
My travel mistake story is even worse. I once got on the wrong train in Tokyo. I was going north, but ended up near the ocean.
So you got a free beach trip.
Exactly, but I was late for my meeting. The funny thing is, I met a friendly grandma who gave me snacks. She said, "You look lost. Eat this rice ball."
That's such a sweet story. See? Even travel mistakes can lead to warm moments.
Yes, and that's why I always tell learners, don't be afraid to ask for help. In English, just say, "Excuse me, I'm lost. Can you help me?"
Or, which bus goes to the train station? Simple, polite, and useful.
Here's another one. "I think I missed my stop."
That's a funny but real sentence. Friends, try it. I think I missed my stop.
Nice. And remember, small travel mistakes can become great English practice.
Now let's talk about daily travel stories, the good, the bad, and the funny.
Yes, every day something happens on the road. I once shared a taxi with a man who told me jokes all the way. He said, "If traffic doesn't move, at least our mouths do."
I love that.
And sometimes taxi drivers give the best advice. One told me, "Be patient like traffic lights. You'll shine when it's your time."
Wow, that's deep. Maybe taxi drivers are secret philosophers.
I think so. How about you, Emily? Any memorable moment?
Yes, one morning I walked to work early. The city was quiet, the sun was rising, and birds were singing. I felt calm. That's when I realized travel isn't only about moving, it's also about feeling alive.
That's beautiful. Sometimes when we rush, we forget that small magic. The smell of coffee shops, people smiling on bicycles, kids waving from cars.
Exactly. Even being stuck in traffic can teach patience. You can listen to podcasts, or this one.
Yes, learn English while waiting in traffic. That's the best way to turn frustration into progress.
Let's share a few travel-related words, friends.
Okay, traffic jam, when cars can't move.
Bus stop, the place where you wait for the bus.
Ticket, the small paper or code that lets you travel.
Good job. And don't forget driver and passenger. A driver drives, a passenger rides.
Let's try this short dialogue. "Excuse me, where can I buy a ticket?"
At the counter over there.
See? That's how small talk starts.
Speaking of asking, what do you do when you're lost in a new city?
Panic first. Then ask for directions politely.
Same here. And here are some easy questions everyone can use. Where is the nearest bus stop? How far is it? Is it this way or that way?
Good ones. And remember to say thank you after getting help. Politeness is universal.
Sometimes the answer can be confusing, though. Someone says, go straight, then turn right after the bakery. And you think, which bakery?
Exactly. Or they point somewhere and say, "Just go there." And you're like, "Where's there?"
True. So if you don't understand, don't panic. Just say, sorry, could you say that again, please?
Yes. Or, "Can you show me on the map?" Those two sentences can save your day.
Let's repeat, friends. Could you say that again, please?
And, "Can you show me on the map?"
Perfect. You're learning how to survive in any city.
Now let's make it more real. Emily, let's act. You are a tourist in my city. I'll give you directions.
All right, let's see if I can survive this.
Excuse me, where is the train station?
Go straight, turn left at the big coffee shop, and it's next to the post office.
Got it. And now I'll ask again. Could you repeat that, please?
Sure. Go straight, turn left at the big coffee shop, and it's next to the post office.
Perfect.
That's how real communication sounds.
Yes, and mistakes are fine. The goal is to connect, not to sound perfect.
Exactly. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, your smile is part of your English.
I love that, Paul.
Thank you.
Before we move on, let's do a quick mini practice. Repeat after me. I missed my stop.
I'm lost.
Could you say that again, please?
Where is the bus stop?
Great job, everyone.
Every time you say these sentences aloud, your confidence grows, one small phrase at a time.
Exactly. Every small phrase is a brick in your English house. Build it day by day.
Well said, Emily. Now let's take a little break, maybe grab some water or stretch your legs.
Because after the break, we'll talk about traveling with friends or family, all the fun, the chaos, and the funny arguments about who drives.
Oh yes, that's always interesting.
Ready to keep rolling? Because now we're talking about traveling with friends or family and all the little dramas that come with it.
Oh, I can already hear the arguments. Who's driving? Why are we late? Who forgot the snacks?
Exactly. Every trip has a funny moment. When I travel with my family, someone always forgets something. Last time, my dad forgot the map. He said, "Don't worry, I know the way." Guess what? We drove in circles for 30 minutes.
Classic dad move. I think every dad believes he's a human GPS.
Yes. How about you, Paul? Any funny family travel memories?
Oh, yes. My brother always wants to play loud music in the car. My mom says, "Turn it down." Then my dad turns it up again. It's a full concert before we even leave the city.
That sounds like chaos and fun at the same time.
It is, but that's what makes traveling with people special. You share laughs, little arguments, and new memories.
So true. And you also learn new words for teamwork, like, let's share the cost, or can you drive today?
Right. When traveling with friends, you might say, "Let's split the bill," or "Who's paying for gas?"
Good practice phrases. Let's repeat together, friends. Let's split the bill.
Who's paying for gas?
Excellent. You sound like travel pros already.
And don't forget the polite one. Thank you for driving. It's always nice to say.
Yes, appreciation makes the journey smoother. Now, let's talk about feelings while moving around the city. How do you usually feel when you travel, Emily? It depends. In the morning, I feel sleepy. I hold my coffee and stare out the bus window like a quiet robot.
Same. My brain starts working only after 20 minutes of silence.
But sometimes I enjoy watching people. A mother holding her child's hand, an old man feeding pigeons, students laughing near the bus stop. It reminds me that life is happening all around.
That's such a lovely thought. For me, music changes everything. If I play my favorite song, even traffic feels okay.
Music is magic. It turns a boring commute into a small concert in your head.
Yes, and sometimes when I'm walking, I feel grateful. The wind on my face, the sound of footsteps, it's peaceful.
That's a good reminder. Many people think travel is just stress, but it can be peaceful too. It's about how we see it.
Exactly. You can say, I feel calm on the train, or I enjoy looking out the window.
Good phrases. Let's practice a few more feelings, friends. Repeat after us. I feel sleepy on the bus.
I feel excited before a trip.
I feel tired after a long commute.
Perfect. These short sentences describe real emotions in daily English.
Now, let's add a little story. A few months ago, I had to travel across the city for work. It was raining hard. Buses were full, taxis were expensive, and my umbrella broke.
Oh no! What did you do?
I started walking. At first, I was annoyed, but after 10 minutes, I noticed something. People smiling under umbrellas, a dog shaking off rain, lights reflecting on wet streets. It suddenly felt beautiful.
That's poetic. Sometimes bad travel days give us good memories.
Yes, so if your train is late or your bus is crowded, remember, maybe it's giving you a story to tell.
And maybe you'll meet someone interesting. I once met a painter on a train. We talked for an hour about colors, art, and life. That one random ride changed my mood completely.
See, the journey is often more special than the destination.
I agree. Friends, if you travel today, try to notice one positive thing: a view, a sound, a person, then describe it in English.
Yes, you can say, the sunset was amazing, or the bus driver smiled today. Simple sentences, real emotions.
Okay, now let's talk about one last everyday situation: planning a trip or weekend journey.
That's exciting. Even short trips need a bit of planning. What's the first thing you do, Paul?
Pack snacks, always. I can't travel without food.
Of course. For me, I check the weather first. If it rains, I change my plan.
Smart. Then you choose your transportation: bus, train, or plane. You can say, I'm taking a train this weekend, or we're flying tomorrow morning.
Good examples. And for beginners, this is a great time to practice future tense, like I'm going to visit my friend, or we're going to the beach.
Yes, you can also say, we'll leave at 8 a.m., or I'll pack my bag tonight.
Exactly. These small sentences make your English sound natural and confident.
And don't forget to plan your route. You can ask, how long does it take? Or what time does the train leave?
Good phrases. And one more, do I need to buy tickets in advance? That's very useful when you travel abroad.
Right. In advance means before, so the sentence means, should I buy tickets before the trip?
Perfect explanation.
I remember one weekend trip to the mountains. I missed the bus, but met two travelers waiting for the next one. We talked, shared snacks, and ended up exploring together.
That's such a nice story. Sometimes unplanned moments become the best adventures.
Exactly. So don't worry if your plans change, just enjoy the journey and practice your English along the way.
Yes, because English isn't only in the classroom. It's in the bus, the airport, the streets, everywhere.
Every conversation, even small talk with strangers, helps you grow.
So true. You don't have to be perfect. Just be brave enough to speak.
That's the real journey, not the road, but your confidence.
I love that, Paul. Let's keep that message for our ending.
Agreed. But before we close, let's do one last quick review together.
All right, friends. Time to wrap up today's journey with a little review. We've traveled through traffic jams, funny stories, family trips, and weekend plans.
Yes, and along the way, we learned useful phrases. Let's go over some of them together.
Repeat after us, friends. I'm waiting for the bus.
I missed my stop.
Could you say that again, please?
Let's split the bill.
I feel sleepy on the train.
And one more for travelers. How long does it take to get there?
Excellent. If you can remember just a few of these today, you're already improving.
Exactly. One sentence a day is better than silence for a year.
So true. Now, let's do a quick vocabulary spotlight before we close.
Word number 1, commute. It means your daily travel to work or school. For example, my morning commute takes 30 minutes.
Good one. Word 2, fare. That's the price you pay for a ride. The bus fare is $2.
Word 3,
traffic jam, when cars can't move. For example, I was late because of a traffic jam.
Word 4, ride-hailing app. That's like Grab, Uber, or Bolt, apps that help you get a ride. I booked a car on a ride-hailing app.
And one more, lost. I got lost in a new city. Simple, real, and very useful.
Perfect. Now let's add one idiom. Hit the road.
Yes, it means to start a journey. For example, let's hit the road early tomorrow.
Good job, everyone. You're really traveling through English today.
You know, Emily, talking about transportation makes me think of something deeper.
What's that?
Life is kind of like a long trip. Sometimes the road is smooth, sometimes it's full of traffic, but if we keep moving, we always arrive somewhere better.
That's beautiful, Paul. And it's true for learning English, too. You might miss a few stops, forget a few words, but you're still moving forward.
Exactly. Every mistake, every new word is part of the journey.
And even if you only learn one phrase today, that's progress. That's movement.
I love that. It's not about being fast. It's about not giving up.
So true. Now, let's do a quick travel mindset tip before we close. When you travel or learn English, things won't always go perfectly. That's okay.
Yes, sometimes you'll get lost, sometimes you'll arrive late, but if you stay calm, you'll always find your way again.
And maybe meet new people, see new places, or learn new words along the way.
Exactly. So don't wait for a perfect journey. Start with small steps, like listening to this podcast every week.
Nice one, Emily.
I mean it! Every time you listen, you're training your brain to think in English.
And your heart gets a little braver, too.
That's right. All right, it's time to park the bus. Emily, what's your final message for our listeners today?
I'd say travel with curiosity. Speak with courage. Every road teaches you something, and every English sentence brings you closer to connection.
Beautiful. And mine is don't rush. Even slow travel is progress. You'll reach your destination in language and in life.
I love that, Paul. Friends, thank you for joining us on this journey through buses, trains, bikes, and daily adventures.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Miss English channel. More warm and fun English stories are coming your way.
And leave a comment below. Tell us one phrase you learned today or how you travel every morning.
Yes, we'd love to hear your stories.
Remember, one English phrase today is one step closer to your confident self tomorrow.
Keep learning, keep smiling, and keep moving forward.
Until next time, safe travels, everyone.
See you on the next journey.